The Brickyard
on restarts.
400
Walk me
has
through that
always been
restart
one
with
of
your boss,
NASCAR's
Denny
crown
Hamlin.
jewel
Yeah,
events.
just had to be aggressive.
Winning
I mean,
at
for
the
the win,
legendary
you know,
Indianapolis
I'd have
Motor
to see it back to see if I really
Speedway
did anything
means
wrong,
joining
but
an elite
I think we
list
both
of
were racing for
drivers
the win, you
who
know,
have
but Dan's
conquered
right
one of the
to be a
most
little
historic
frustrated with me,
tracks
but
in all
I
of
feel like he probably would've done the same
motorsports.
thing.
The 2026
So,
edition
just had to be on
delivered
top of it.
exactly what
Got a good
fans
push from the
expected.
22 to be in
Speed,
position, so thanks to
drama,
him, and,
bold strategy,
man,
late race
it's
pressure,
crazy, too,
and
for,
emotional
I don't know,
reactions
what,
once the
7 or 8
checkered
team.
flag waved.
Yeah, there we go.
But sometimes the most interesting part of a race isn't just what happens on the track.
Here. I mean, people in
It's
the
what the
stands may not
drivers
know.
have to say
You've never seen this
afterward.
place before.
Their
Friday.
emotions reveal
Yeah,
the
I mean,
real
it's,
story behind
it's
the helmets.
unbelievable, you know, I just,
Today,
studied my
we're
butt off
breaking
and
down
tried
the
to make sure I'm
biggest
prepared going
reactions
into
from the
races,
drivers
and, these
after the
guys give me
2026
unbelievably fast
Brickyard
Camrys,
400.
So,
From
just
celebration
huge
to
2311
disappointment,
Toyota, I mean,
frustration
they are on
to
fire this year, so I'm just
optimism.
glad to be a part of it.
Here's
Corey
everything
Heim,
they had to say.
unbelievable
Corey
run for him
Heim
and
celebrates
everyone
a
at
career-defining
23:11.
victory.
That
The
is
biggest
2
smile
wins
in the garage belonged to
2026.
Corey Heim.
Dominant stage
Winning
one
the
for Carson
Brickyard
Hocevar, but it winds up
400
being ninth.
isn't
I
just
mean, it was
another
a
victory.
chaotic day
It's a
on pit
career
road, all the
milestone that
strategy going
every
on.
NASCAR driver dreams about. After climbing from his race car, Heim couldn't hide his excitement. He thanked his crew first, saying they gave him a perfect race car capable of fighting for the win throughout the afternoon. He explained that every pit stop was flawless and every strategy call came at exactly the right moment. Heim admitted there were several moments during the final stage when he wasn't sure victory was possible. Multiple drivers had strong long-run speed, and traffic became increasingly difficult as the laps wound down. Despite the pressure, Heim stayed calm behind the wheel. He described the final laps as some of the most intense of his career, knowing that one small mistake could cost him one of NASCAR's biggest trophies. When he finally crossed the finish line, the emotion was impossible to hide. According to Heim, kissing the famous yard of bricks was something he had imagined since childhood. Now it had become reality. Christopher Bell walked away without the trophy, but he remained proud of his team's performance. Bell explained that the balance of his car stayed competitive for most of the afternoon. However, Indianapolis is a track where track position often means everything. He admitted that passing became increasingly difficult during the closing laps. Bell praised his pit crew for giving him opportunities throughout the race, saying every member of the team executed at an incredibly high level. Although finishing second wasn't the goal, Bell believed his team proved they have the speed necessary to compete for wins every single weekend. His message was simple: we'll keep knocking on the door. Denny Hamlin voices his frustrations. Veteran driver Denny Hamlin had mixed emotions after race. Hamlin felt his car had race-winning speed, but believed circumstances outside of his control prevented him from challenging for victory. During his interview, he discussed how difficult it has become to pass at Indianapolis with the current generation of Cup cars. He explained that clean air remains one of the biggest advantages in modern NASCAR. According to Hamlin, even when a faster car catches the leader, getting close enough to complete a pass has become extremely challenging. Despite the disappointment, Hamlin congratulated the winning team and acknowledged they executed when it mattered most. Still, he made it clear that NASCAR must continue searching for ways to improve racing at tracks like Indianapolis. Joey Logano stays positive. Joey Logano once again proved why he's considered one of NASCAR's toughest competitors. Although he didn't leave Indianapolis with a victory, Logano focused on the positives. He said his team learned valuable information that will help them later in the season. Logano praised his crew chief for making aggressive strategy calls that kept them in contention throughout the afternoon. He admitted they simply needed a little more speed during the final run. Rather than dwelling on what went wrong, Logano emphasized the importance of consistency. According to him, championship teams continue collecting strong finishes even when they don't have the fastest car. Carson Hocevar reflects on another strong performance. Carson Hocevar continued to impress throughout the 2026 season. After the race, he spoke confidently about his team's progress. Hocevar admitted Indianapolis is one of the toughest tracks on the schedule because mistakes are punished immediately. He explained that patience became one of the biggest keys to survival. Instead of forcing risky moves early in the race, his team focused on maintaining track position and protecting their equipment for the closing laps. Although victory slipped away, Hocevar believed they showed enough speed to challenge for wins in the coming weeks. Drivers praise Indianapolis Motor Speedway. One thing nearly every driver agreed on was the unique challenge presented by Indianapolis Motor Speedway. The long straightaways demand maximum horsepower. The flat corners require incredible precision. Drivers repeatedly explained that even tiny mistakes entering the corners can cost valuable tenths of a second. Several competitors described Indianapolis as one of the most mentally demanding races of the entire season. Unlike some tracks where drivers can recover from small errors, Indianapolis often punishes every mistake. That challenge is exactly why winning the Brickyard 400 means so much. Pit strategy played a massive role. Another major discussion after the race centered around pit strategy. Crew chiefs faced difficult decisions throughout the afternoon. Should they prioritize fresh tires? Should they gamble on fuel mileage? Should they pit early to gain track position? Several drivers admitted their races changed completely because of strategy decisions. Some gained valuable positions through perfectly timed pit stops. Others lost crucial track position after caution flags changed the race. These strategic battles often decide the Brickyard 400 just as much as raw speed. The fans react. Fans quickly flooded social media with reactions after the race. Many praised the intensity of the final stage. Others debated whether the current Cup Series package should be adjusted to improve passing opportunities. Heim received overwhelming congratulations from fans across the NASCAR community. Many called it one of the biggest victories of his young career. Meanwhile, discussions about championship contenders became even more intense, with every race becoming increasingly important. Every point now matters. Hashtag championship picture titans. The Brickyard 400 didn't just produce an exciting finish. It also had major championship implications. Strong finishes helped several drivers strengthen their playoff positions. Others left Indianapolis knowing they still have work to do before the postseason begins. Momentum can change quickly in NASCAR. One great weekend can transform an entire season. Likewise, one disappointing finish can create enormous pressure heading into the next race. That's why every driver treated Indianapolis like a playoff event. Hashtag looking ahead. As the NASCAR Cup Series moves forward, confidence will be extremely important. Heim now carries momentum after one of the biggest wins of his career. Christopher Bell remains one of the fastest drivers in the garage. Denny Hamlin continues searching for another victory while pushing for improvements in the racing product. Joey Logano remains focused on consistency. Carson Hocevar continues, proving he belongs among NASCAR's rising stars. The championship battle is far from over. If the Brickyard 400 taught us anything, it's that every lap, every pit stop, and every decision can completely change the outcome of a race. Hashtag conclusion. The 2026 Brickyard 400 gave NASCAR fans everything they could ask for: high-speed action, dramatic strategy, emotional victories, and honest post-race reactions. For Heim, it was a dream fulfilled. For others, it was another lesson in how difficult winning at Indianapolis truly is. As the season continues, the emotions from this race will carry into the weeks ahead, fueling rivalries, motivating teams, and shaping the championship battle.
Happy with a full day here in